What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to New Super Mario Bros. 2. This is a post-recording, which means I can do so many things in the background instead of focusing on the gameplay, and there's a reason for this. This next ghost house kicked my ass, so I decided, you know what? I had nothing interesting to say during that episode, might as well turn it into a post-commentary type of episode, so please enjoy while I ramble on about multiple topics about Mario, Zelda, among other things, while sipping an alcoholic beverage. You might also enjoy that this ghost house is really goddamn long and consists about more than half of the episode, because there is so much to this simple ghost house. And now I'd like to relay a topic onto you, one that has been nagging at me for a long time. Why did it take Nintendo so long to know that Toadette exists? Again, this is a thought that has been plaguing me for a long time, because the new Super Mario Bros. Games decided, you know what? We have such a diverse cast of Mario, Luigi, Toad 1, and Toad 2. Maybe we should branch out. And you know, that sounds simplistic. Because as we all know in game development, women are hard to program. Especially if they're female Toad people. They're so hard to create. They take so much extra time and so much extra effort that maybe we shouldn't have females in video games. And that's when Masahiro Sakurai decided, you know what, games industry? Please shut the fuck up and check this out. Bam! Male and female Fire Emblem characters in a Mario platforming game. And technically, she finally made it to a new Super Mario Bros. Game in Mario Maker 2. I don't know, there's something on my mind. I mean, unless you want to count, like, the, oh god, I can't even remember the name of it. The Bowsette Maker. Now, the, God, what is that called? The special mushroom cap that turns you into, oh, Peachette. There we go. That's what she's called. Yeah, she's kind of Toadette. Kinda, not really. I mean, it kinda got the point across. But I just thought it was funny that it took that long. I don't know, just some of the topics on my mind while I sip on some more black cherry. You know, now that I think of it, I'm taking a look back at my backlog here. I honestly don't know how many Mario games I own. If I went through them, one by one, I bet I could figure it out. Because I think I have all of them. But, you know, I don't want to toot my own horn here, of being a collector of a massive amount of games that I don't play or finish. Maybe that's the only reason I'm playing through New Super Mario Bros. 2 100%. Just so I could say, hey guys, I did finish a game in 2020, actually. It's a game I've already beaten, but it's a game nonetheless. You know, I wonder what would have happened if Mario turned out to not be a success. Like, what would gaming be like? Let's say we go back to the 80s, and Mario just absolutely bombs. The gaming industry is dead. Nothing has survived. Miyamoto's out of a job. Nintendo is still selling toys. What would gaming be like? Would it even still exist? Because gaming's now more like multi-million-dollar corporations. Everybody's got to get that piece of that pie. And then you realize it all kind of rose up from the ashes, thanks to the gaming crash, and then Nintendo coming along and say, okay, video games are good, actually. Here's how they're good. And everybody's like, oh, you mean games are not shit? Awesome, let's play the good games. And then everybody was happy. Yeah, just think. And I think I actually heard a story about Charles Martinet, who, how he landed the role of Mario. It was like, the voice directors were going home for the day, and they were trying to find a voice for Mario. And Charles was the last guy of the day, and they almost didn't use him. Like, they were considering... they were like, yeah, we should probably go. And then Charles comes up, he's like, oh, one more, please. Please. And they're like, okay, let's see what you got. And, according to them, after that last-minute voice recording, they were like, we found our guy. Oh my god, we found our guy. I always come up with what-if scenarios when I'm trying to think of different topics to talk about with UDJ, because we always have different insights on how the future might be if one small facet would change. Again, what's going to happen if Charles Martinet never got Mario? Would the character be the same? Would they change his outlook? Would he be as wholesome as he is now? Probably not. If they actually got like a gruff Italian guy, yeah, paisanos! If they actually got somebody like that, it wouldn't give off the best family-friendly vibe. But Charles is an absolute sweetheart, and I'm glad he still holds the Mario voice to today. And if I ever found a job that I enjoyed doing as much as Charles Martinet enjoys being Mario, I think I could retire a happy man. Just thing is, like, this guy is literally happiness to millions of game players. The voice of a mascot, of an icon in the gaming world. Wouldn't that be, like, the best thing ever? And then, of course, like, I don't know if he still does it because I haven't really kept up, but back on Instagram and Twitter, Charles would always bring his little Mario and Luigi figures, and he would do, like, little voice sketches on wherever he was. Like, he would go on vacation, and he's like, oh, Mario, we're here in the southern United States, or something like that. It was hilarious. Everyone strive to be Charles Martinet, please. Somebody who enjoys doing their job so much, and they love bringing happiness to people. That's the real story of this. Be a positive force for the world. Be like Charles Martinet. Be a dragon in Skyrim. Be an Italian man in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the old dub. That's what we should all strive for. Something like that. Oh god, I hate this flavor. I mean, it's alright. Black cherry's okay. You know, I never considered why I never drink up. Oh my god. Post me, don't edit that out so people know I'm having trouble forming cognitive sentences. I bring up my profession every now and again, my current profession, of being a bartender, and I always have stories to tell. I never consider whether I should say them or not. I mean, I don't use anybody's name, so who knows, I might get in trouble one of these days, but I never tell, like, the really bad ones. I'm not gonna say any here. Just know that the irony is not lost on me of a bartender who can't drink much. A lightweight, if you will. I think at this point I've pretty much given up that this episode is going to have anything interesting in it.
Mario number 1!
So I'd just like to know... No, I wouldn't just like to know. I would just like to say, New Super Mario Bros. 2 is still a fantastic game, even though this stupid ghost house has taken more than half the time to 100%, because there's so much extra to look at. I mean, look at that. There is a small secret that was right in the very first room that I didn't even realize until my third time through. And look, it's more abilities to get coins. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of losing the narrative here. I did have a topic of discussion, but I have since lost it. Maybe I'll be able to think more clearly once my Mario sneakers come in. Or maybe my Mario dress. Or some of the other products that Nintendo's trying to peddle for Mario's 35th. You know? You know. I know you know. Because there's going to be no editing in this episode, and it's going to be a really bad episode, and people are going to stop watching as a result. The one thing I'm waiting for is Zelda's 35th. Am I going to be able to buy sneakers with Link's face on it? That's what I really want to know. This is so stupid. Don't drink and Let's Play, kids. It's bad for you. I mean, even though, unfortunately, a lot of people seem to enjoy the drunk sessions on UDJ's channel, on my channel, when we do, like, multiplayer games. I don't, because I don't remember them. See, this is where, again, the irony of being a bartender who can't handle liquor comes in. Yeah. Not only am I a lightweight, but I'm partially allergic to it. Does that stop me from drinking it? Absolutely not. And don't worry, it's not like a detriment to my health. It's not like I'm gonna die if I keep drinking. It's mainly just, you know, you break out a bit more, I get really hot, depending on what I drink. It's a small thing. Why am I telling you this? Just enjoy the coins. And no, this isn't an example of this Let's Play hitting rock bottom. I think we'll get there about World 8. I'm just thinking, there's so much to say about Mario, but not much to say on this game because— oh my god, those coins! Look how fast they're going! Dang! Woo! I got the 100! I don't even remember doing this good. And I was sober for this. Actually, I do have a story. Now that I'm remembering things. Back when the world first went to a dumpster fire and, you know, a lot of people were staying home, during the lockdown, I actually brought my Switch to work. And that was actually a lot of fun. I got to realize what kind of people my fellow workers are. In fact, I found out that one girl I worked with, she didn't want to show off. And by that, I mean, I basically had to beg her to play Mario Kart. Now, while that does sound silly, I could see in her eyes she wanted to play, but she didn't want to make any of the kitchen guys look bad. And I was like, come on, you gotta do it. Bet you can't beat me. And that was game, set, match. That was one of those where, as soon as I said it, she gave me this look. And it was a look of, excuse me, what did you just say? And I was like, yeah, you can't beat me. I mean, you could try, but there's no way. She's like, give me a controller. I was like, yes! Yes! The more people playing Mario Kart, the better. And that was a good time. Like, I kinda let slip at work this year that I was a huge weeb and a nerd when it comes to video games. And, the accepting audience of 2020 was like, oh, okay, cool. So when I brought video games in and we were all having a great time playing Mario Kart, that's just a good memory to keep in the memory banks. Because there was nothing happening. It was lockdown, we were waiting on phone calls to take orders. And I just brought the Switch and I was like, hey, grab a controller, I've got enough for 4 players, let's play. And I think probably one of the funnier parts is, there are security cameras in that building that I work in. And a few people have access to it so they can see, like, what's going on in their phone. I really hope the footage still exists of the 4 of us sitting at the bar with a Switch hooked up to one of the TVs and playing Mario Kart for, like, an entire day. That was a good memory. Maybe I should have dedicated this entire episode to, like, good Mario memories. But really, a lot of the memories I have of playing the different games have come out during the different Let's Plays that I've done. Like, I talked for a long time about New Super Mario Bros., the original. I've talked about how much I love Galaxy and Galaxy 2, and UDJ and I did it on his channel. Sunshine, I can say negative things about Sunshine, but I have a lot more positive memories about it than I do negative. So, love me some Sunshine. And really, I can't think of too many more Mario games that I have left on the docket. Like, Odyssey, maybe? Odyssey's a good fun time, by the way. Play Odyssey. One of the best, like, video games I've played in an extremely long time. Maybe what I'm getting at in this long, rambling paragraph, and, by the way, nice job, post me. Good death. I think another good death is coming up in the next, like, 5 seconds. Let's see how quickly it takes for me to die. 1, 2...
Oh no!
Wow. Bravo. Bravo, Past Niskel. You died again, you dope. I guess the one thing I'm getting at, Odyssey was like the last Mario game that had a full-fledged quote-unquote story. Sunshine had a story, definitely a story, and this is why speedrunners hate the game, is because you can't skip cutscenes. I like the cutscenes, get out of here. Mario 64 had a plot. Mario Galaxy had a plot, even though it didn't have much of one, it still has a plot. I guess it's just been a while, at least in my opinion, where we've had a Mario game with an actual plot. Like, 3D Land and 3D World were good steps. And now that 3D World is coming to a wider audience because of the Switch, we've got some good stuff coming. It took its sweet time, give it that. I guess I'm just really itching for another, this sounds really stupid, but story-driven Mario game, if you know what I mean. Like, the new Super Mario Brothers games are great in a pinch, but I'm talking like big old 3D worlds that are explorable. You find the stars or the moons or the shine sprites, what have you, and you just go around these different well-thought-out worlds and find things. Like, the design document for Odyssey is sheer brilliance when you actually think about it. The Switch is a handheld console half of the time, and now that the Switch Lite is out, it can be a full handheld console. Mario Odyssey was made for bite-sized gameplay in mind, as in taking the bus to work or something like that. Get a few moons, save and quit, play it later. That kind of design is just fascinating to me. That they considered that. And I think there was also an article I read where the Joy-Cons and the 3D Rumble, and I think some of the other functionalities of the Joy-Cons were the basic steps in starting Mario Odyssey. And again, it's just fascinating that such a small touch created an entire game. And that game is 5 friggin' stars, mind you. Man, even in my tipsy state, I'm still reminded of how much I love playing Mario games. And I think we've done it. Even though we didn't do 3 levels, we only did 2, technically. I'm gonna say next time on New Super Mario Bros. 2, we need to actually find a secret exit and move on, because there's a stage up there. See you guys next time.